I'm Shae Spitz, and I'm a realtor with eXp Realty in Columbus, Nebraska. One of the most rewarding things that I find with the real estate is helping my clients find that perfect home. I've worked with clients who have fallen in love with the very first home or the second home that they have found, or I've worked with clients who have looked at 20, 30 homes and haven't found that perfect one. And then I get to know them on a much personal level, and I'm able to figure out what they like, and I see a home before they do, and then once I know what they like, I can bring them into that home and I know that's the perfect one for them. I love kids, and seeing kids walk into a home and they've never owned a property before, or they've never lived in a home, they've always lived in an apartment, and to be able to give them a home, they love every single home we go into, you know? So I've even joked that that I need to start bringing kids with me to these showings because they make every single house and every single room seem so phenomenal. So before I was a realtor, and really before real estate at all, my husband and I didn't have anything to do with real estate. One morning he calls me up, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. He was on his way to work, I was getting our daughter ready, and he called me up and said, "Hey Shae, I think I wanna get into real estate. There's a seminar in Omaha I wanna go to, it's a couple hours, it's free." And I thought to myself, okay. I didn't really question it. I started talking to different lenders. I started talking to realtors in Norfolk and in other communities. And then from there, we went to the seminar in Omaha and I fell in love with it. We went to a 3-day class training after that, and it just went from there. When we went to the 3-day class, that was when I knew I needed to pursue this career. The reason is because I loved the environment. I loved the upbeat feeling that I had when we were there, and it made me step outside my comfort zone. And the moment I knew that I was uncomfortable with something, I knew I needed to pursue it, because you never continue growing unless you're very uncomfortable. So at that moment in time, I remember being sick to my stomach because it was a big decision that we had to make. There was a lot of risk involved. I was 8.5 months pregnant with our second baby, and we were both working full-time jobs, but it was something that I knew I wanted to do. And we took that leap of faith, and I've never looked back since. Kick it. There you go, that's how you do it. Get in there and kick. In real estate, there's so much more to an offer than just the price. There's terms, conditions, your loan type, your inspections, the home warranty, closing costs, getting those paid. You know, there's so much more than just the price. And that's what kind of sets me apart from other people, is I like to be challenged to kind of think creatively, think outside the box. And I have agents come to me like, "Hey, I need your advice to get a little bbit creative here. This is the situation, can you help me out?" So that is something that I truly enjoy because it's fun, and I'm here to get the best deal for my clients with the least amount of hassle and the least amount of time, whether it's buying or selling. That decision to actually purchase the home and going through those steps, I know it can be very overwhelming, and that's what I'm here for, is to alleviate that. Because when I bought my first home, I was so stressed. I didn't have the proper guidance, and I want to make sure that my clients don't feel lost, and that I explain everything as much as I can and be able to provide them all these options and opportunities that I wasn't given when I bought my first home. So it makes a huge difference, and I don't want anybody to feel that way because I felt lost. Being a real estate agent in a smaller community like Columbus and the surrounding towns is very important to me because you can be more personal with your clients. It's not just a numbers thing, you know, everybody's a person. My husband is from Columbus, his family lives here. My family lives about 30 minutes away, so it was the prime location to be able to raise a family. I know the area, I know the locations, the neighborhood. I am part of the Columbus Housing Committee along with the Entrepreneurial Committee as well on the Columbus Board of Chambers, which has been very interesting to be a part of, and understanding the, I guess, backside of growing Columbus. I'm very impressed with how everybody always thinks ahead. And you know, right now we have a couple hundred different units going up between rentals and single family homes, but it's just really fun to be a part of that environment. There's no limitations when it comes to real estate. I mean, your options are endless. And that's what I absolutely love. I didn't want somebody else deciding what I was worth. You don't want to limit your challenges, you want to challenge your limits. And I'm not in real estate just to buy and sell. There's just so much more opportunity than anybody would ever imagine. I have a larger vision that I know I'm going to get to someday, and that's what I'm working towards, that ultimate goal and that vision. I'm very passionate about growing Columbus and the community, but I'm also passionate about the people who call it home.